What's up, y'all? It's Big Mouth, and I'm back with another video. So stay tuned, baby, because this one, yeah, it's a big deal. Girl, he got a big ass mouth. So the episode opens up with the fight in the Sprinter van between Roly Poly and Stunner Girl. So Roly Poly and Stunner Girl sitting there tussling around. Stunner Girl then threw a drink in Roly Poly's face, then grabbed her wig off. Roly Poly supposedly punched Stunner Girl in the face. I don't know. I didn't catch that part, but must have missed it. But yeah, so that was what was going on. Biggie in the back, being a cheerleader, being the captain of the C Squad, cheering Roly Poly on, looking like she was about to fight, but we all know she wasn't gonna do nothing. I want y'all to keep that in y'all mind as I go through this video. So anyway, I digress. Let's move on. They get into it. They pull Stunner Girl off the bus. The security pulls Stunner Girl off the bus. And, they all in a van. Now, the ride back after Stunner Girl was removed is particularly special to this video. And the reason why is because of the conversation that was ensuing in the van. So, how it looked before when Stunner Girl was on the bus, it was like Lo, Cat, and let's just say the rest of them because I don't want to name everybody. Lo, Cat, and the rest of them was kind of neutral. Stunner Girl was by herself, and then it was Tommy, Roly, and Biggie, but Tommy wasn't there. So that's how it looked as far as who was on whose side. So once Stunner Girl was removed from the van, it just seemed like everybody had something to say about her. Like Lo had something to say about her. Roly was still going. Biggie was still going. Who else? Scotty started going. Everybody just had something to say about her because Natalie goes ahead and tells everybody once again that she was the one who put Rocky Bad in the cage. You know what I'm saying? She got to make sure she say that in every episode.
They kidnapped a girl.
Oh, I read that and put her in a dog
Put her in a dog cage for days.
So once she said that, like everybody kind of jumped against Stunner Girl.
That's some weird shit.
You're weird.
You didn't do what you wanted to do.
And
You didn't
guaranteed it was niggas behind that.
It was niggas.
It was niggas.
Y'all should have led with that though, because I didn't know that was that big.
So I want y'all to keep that in mind as well. So as they get to the house, Kat volunteers to go talk to Stunner Girl and keep her, see how she's doing, see where her head is at, and things of that nature.
I appoint Kat.
Okay, I will check on her.
I'm gonna get my phone. See.
The other girls go in the house to see where their rooms are. So now they upstairs looking around in their rooms and everything like that. And for some reason, in this big ass mansion that should have about 10 rooms in it, all these women got to share rooms. So I'm just not, I'm really not for the sharing shit. Like these girls, that was cute on Bad Girls Club. Mind you, Bad Girls Club age range was from 21 to 29. This is Baddies, and these bitches is old. No offense, but everybody on that show looks like they're over the age of 30. The only two that's under the age of 30 on that show is Krishan and Stunner Girl. They're the youngest two. I think Krishan is 28 and Stunner Girl is 26. But yeah, and if they were ever on Bad Girls Club, the original Bad Girls Club, they would be considered old. So it's like all of that sharing room stuff, girl. These girls got kids, houses. They pushing 40. Like that's not cute. So Natalie, of course, Natalie has her own room. As the girls were looking for their room, Natalie originally she put Biggie and Krishan in a room together. A few things about that. Number one, yes, Krishan is a cast member on this show, but I do believe that they begged Krishan to be a cast member on this show because Krishan did not want to come back to this show. Krishan did not want to come back to this show because she has her own show and she's the EP on her own show. So for Natalie to put her in a room with a new person or in a room with anybody at all, I feel like that was kind of a dig to Krishan. Like, I'm going to examine the nature of the relationship between Krishan and Natalie a little bit later on, not in this video, maybe in another one, but I'm seeing a lot of shots being thrown between Krishan and Natalie. Like, they really don't like each other. Like, it's very clear they really do not like each other, and they're just working together. So yeah, that was kind of weird. But anyway, so Kat and Stunner Girl end up getting put in a room together. I honestly thought they were about to fight. Because, and if I was Kat, I would have beat Stunner Girl the fuck up in that room for telling me where the fuck I wasn't gonna sleep. So it was a room that only had one bed in it. And I guess that they were supposed to share the bed, but soon as they walked in the room, Stunner Girl sat down on the bed, put her stuff down, and turned around and looked at Kat and said, "This is my bed."
I don't know what to do
Oh
with
no, I
this.
call this bed though.
Bitch, I don't know what to do with no fucking fool.
I think you over there.
Girl, that would have been, I would have laid hands, feet, toes, eyelids, eyelashes, and everything else on that little heifer for saying that to me, girl. Kat is over 30 years, is like, what, 35? Almost like, you know, something like that. Like, Stunner Girl, you 26. Girl, who was you talking to? Anyway, so Natalie then calls everybody down to the living room to have a little power. Oh, sorry. Krishan arrives. Krishan finally arrives. And once Krishan arrives, she goes, Natalie takes her to the living room, tell her, "Oh my God, girl, why you so late? You're late, you're late, you're late. Everybody's been waiting on you all day. You've been holding us up all day. You're late, you're late, you're late." And Krishan ain't trying to hear none of that. Natalie calls the rest of the girls down, I guess, for backup.
Oh, Rock, they're mad.
About what?
Which is 10 hours late, they had to get up. Listen, they've been here since 12.
So apparently the rest of the girls had some feelings about Krishan being late as well, and Natalie wanted to give them a chance to voice their opinions to Krishan and give everybody a chance to, I guess, talk about the drama that was going on from the day. So the girls come downstairs. Immediately, I don't know what possessed Lo to do this. I don't know who told her this was going to end well for her. I don't know what electric jumper cable somebody attached to her spine, girl. But she takes the initiative to start telling Krishan how she feels about her being late. Now, y'all know Krishan. She not going for that. Krishan gonna put all hands on you, baby. For anything. She beat her nigga up. Like, we see that on a weekly basis. They making the Shade Room or some blog or TMZ. Because she done slapped him around and he done slapped her around. Like, girl, so she ain't taking it from no woman. Definitely not. So, as Lo is telling Krishan how she feels about her and being late and how it slowed down the day and things of this nature, Krishan just, bow, just takes off on her. And they start fighting. So, after Krishan just beating her up, security pulls her off of her. And then the girls, you know, everybody's scrambling. Right after their fight, Krishan goes to the kitchen and she just starts throwing stuff, girl. Smacking stuff off the tables, you know, flipping over tables, just crazy stuff. She going, losing it. Lo goes upstairs and sees she got 2 knots on her forehead. Oh, Lord. 2 big knots. Jumbo knots. I mean, girl, this was a problem. So Lo go back downstairs and she wants round 2 with Krishan. So they fighting again. Now, I'm going to say this about the Krishan and Lo situation. The first time, Krishan, you snuck Lo. You snuck her. She was not expecting to fight. You didn't square up with her. You hit her when she was looking up in the air talking, and you hit her. That was a cheap shot. The second time when Lo ran up, you pushed her, like you hit her and knocked her back over the arm of the couch. Let's be fair. You kind of, like Krishan, you do this a lot when you fight. You don't like to go heads up with people. You like to do things like get them while they sitting on counters and knock them into the sink and dog them, or hit them while they talking, or push them over the arm of a couch and then hit them while they falling. You know, stuff like that. It's just starting to seem like you don't want to go heads up with nobody. Because every fight I'm seeing you in, You doing like little cheap shot things. That's like walking up to a man and saying I want to fight, then kicking him in the nuts, and then fighting him after that. Like he's disarmed. Once you push somebody over a arm of a chair and they fall backwards and hit the floor, it's kind of over for them. Once you hit somebody while they talking, it's kind of over for them. When somebody is sitting on a sink and you knock them into a sink and they can't even stand up straight to fight you, it's kind of over for them. I'm just making up observations. And then, like, on top of that, you grabbed her hair when she was on the ground. And this is how it happened. So Lo ran up and Krishan and Lo both swung like at kind of the same time, and they both connected. Lo connected with Krishan, Krishan connected with Lo. Krishan being taller than Lo, and Lo was, when she walked up to Krishan, her right leg was by the arm of the couch. So when Krishan connected, her being taller and having more weight, she kind of threw her weight towards Lo. And that made Lo fall back over the couch. So while Lo falling back over the couch, now she's still swinging, but she can't really do nothing because she already shorter than Krishan. And then the angle that she falling at, I mean, what you gonna do? So she falls backwards over the couch and then smacks the floor. So Krishan starts hitting her in the face while she's on the couch and grabs her by her hair and drags her to the floor. Mind you, Lo is flat on her back for all of this. Now she falls back with Lo's hair in her hand. So it looks like she dragging Lo. That's what it looks like, and that's what she's screaming. I'm dragging you, dragging you, dragging you. No, you just got tackled on the couch and you had her hair in your hand. That's not dragging nobody. What you're doing is taking every opportunity you can to overpower this girl because you don't want to go heads up with her. That's what I was getting from the fight. It was just seeming like Krishan was trying to use her weight, like kind of how Roly Poly do. Roly Poly don't really beat nobody up. She really just used her weight to disarm them, and then she beat them up while they disarmed. So yeah, I mean, if that's fighting, then do your thing, G. So around the corner from all of this happening, Roly Poly, Stunner Girl is held up in a room, and Roly Poly and Biggie are outside the room. The door is blocked by security. They barking and barking and barking, trying to get past security to go beat up Stunner Girl. Now, I want to analyze this. The whole time them two was outside that door, Roly Poly and Biggie were giving two different energies once again. Roly Poly was really giving, I'm about to go behind these security guards as soon as they move and beat the mess out this girl. Biggie was giving cheerleader. Biggie was giving C-Squad captain. Biggie was giving, bring it on rejects. Biggie was giving, just really Granny's favorite, mama's little cupcake. Oh, you just so adorable. Just the fat friend energy. Fat friend energy. No shade. And I hate to say it like that because I don't like to sound superficial, but at the same time, you really got to give it how you see it. And Biggie, it just seemed like you was never the cool person. You never had like friends and stuff like that. You just was the one who knew the pretty girls. You was cool with the dudes, and so the pretty girls was like always around you because you was always around the niggas. That's kind of how it seems. Because it's really given like everybody who is a personality or somebody to be reckoned with on this show, Biggie is their cheerleader. She was cheerleading for Tommy on the bus. You cheerleading for Roly at the door. You cheerlead for Krishan. Like, it's just giving cheerleader at this point. And I'm really tired of it because at this point, Biggie, you don't have an identity. You're taking up space on this show, literally. You're not the funny one. You're not the bout it bad girl. Because we haven't seen you fight at all. All we've seen you run is your mouth. You're not the peacemaker. Because all you do is stir up stuff. You're not the bodyguard because you don't fight. And you're not the level-headed one who makes everybody, stay on task. You're not any of those characters. You don't dance. You can't sing. You don't have a talent. It's like, why is she here at this point? Like, when Natalie picked Biggie, They picked you because they thought you were going to be the next roly-poly. They thought you were going to be the fat, bossy, beat them down, no nonsense type. And you're really just a clown. So at this point, and then even to go further, Natalie realized Biggie didn't have really, I guess, an edge about her and tried to give her one when she made her, I guess, her personal butler / security guard / shepherd. But that didn't even work. So, yeah, anyway, moving on. So, they're at the door. Rolly trying to get past security. Biggie jumping around, yelling. And Stunner Girl just gets tired of it. You know, they're jumping around, da-da-da-da-da-da. Stunner Girl fed up. She like, F it. F it. Right when Stunner Girl is getting up, wrapping her hair up, Tommy comes in. Oh, Jesus. They at the door. They greet Tommy at the door and immediately tells her what's going on. They over there trying to get in there to beat up Stunner Girl. As soon as she hear that, Tommy dropped all her stuff and ran to the door. Now Biggie is on cheerleader times 10 mode. Oh, I got my two faves here. I got Tommy and I got Rolly. Yee-hoo! You know, she just giving real Mario Kart energy. So Stunner Girl like, F it, move, let him in. Girl, them security guards move and Rolly ran up in there and her and Stunner Girl start going. Now, y'all, they was both getting some hits in, some good hits in. I'm not gonna lie. I'm not gonna say Rolly beat Stunner Girl down because she didn't. What happened was, as they'd always do, security grabbed them after like 2 seconds of them fighting. They was getting each other, security grabbed them, and when security grabbed them and pulled them apart, Roly-Poly kind of had her arm over security and she started beating Stunner Girl in the head because she had her by her hair. She was beating her in the head while her head was down. So I guess you could say Rolly kind of won that one. So immediately after they fought, security break them up. Tommy comes in and she wants her one-on-one. And they start going. Now, they didn't really get to... Tommy hit her a couple times, but they didn't really get it like how they were supposed to because security broke them up way too fast as well. So, and in the middle of them fighting, soon as security moves in, grabs Tommy, grabs Stunner Girl, Rolly come up on the side and start beating Stunner Girl in the side of the head. So now, Tommy and Rolly is jumping Stunner Girl. Because Tommy's still swinging on her, even with security right there. Tommy's still boo, 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 boo. They still swinging on each other. And now, security trying to break up 3 people from jumping Stunner, or 2 people from jumping Stunner Girl. Mind you, not once did Biggie run up to get her one with Stunner Girl. Nowhere to be found, I swear. Nowhere to be found. We did not see Biggie again until they was stitching up Rolly booty, about to take her to the hospital. Or packing up her butt with a gauze, trying to get her to the hospital to get stitches. That's the next time we saw Biggie over there playing nurse and sidekick once again. So that's just really like irking me. Whoo! As y'all can see, it's building. This is why I'm telling y'all this. These is all the times. On the van, nothing from Biggie. No, she didn't swing not one time. She the one that started it. Didn't swing. At the door, being a cheerleader, didn't swing. So, we move into the next day. I was upstairs talking to Razor about, she want her lick back, da-da-da-da-da. So, out of nowhere, she just ran up and snuck Krishan. But the camera wasn't there to catch it. So, the part they came in on was when they had already broke it up. The 2 girls were, Krishan took off her clothes. She taking off her chains, taking off her stuff. I guess she want to go another round. And Lo was over in the corner trying to talk it out. Now, Lo just wanted her lick back. She didn't want to, keep the negative energy going on, but they was about to get on the van again. And like I feel low on that. Like you snuck me while I was talking, and then the second time I ran up and we started going heads up, you kind of pushed me over a couch and then got me while I was on the ground trying to get up while security was holding me. So it was kind of like, it was kind of like, Krishan kind of snuck her twice a little bit. Well, you snuck her the first time, the second time you cheap shotted her. So I will feel some type of way to it. I will want my lick back too. So she did what she got did to her. She ran up on Krishan and snuck her, apparently hit her a couple times in the side of the face, and then that was that. So you got Lo on the side, and she's talking to Krishan. Krishan at this point ain't saying nothing, and rightfully so, baby. She taking her stuff off. She ain't nothing to be said, baby. It's time to fight. So for some odd reason, this helping hand of a, I don't know, best friend, I don't know what she is, the flunky girl, Krishan's flunky starts talking for Krishan, like literally speaking for her. She's having a conversation as if she's Krishan. Like as Lo is talking and saying, why you act like this? Why you do this? I was just meant to like this. She's responding back to her as if she's Krishan. Well, this wouldn't have happened if this hadn't happened. You did this and you did that. And then Lo said, why are you talking for her? You know what this girl said? Because she's clearly don't want to talk to you. So if I don't speak, then it's not going to get resolved. So I don't know what conversations they have or what the dynamic of their relationship is off of this camera, but it's really giving. Oh, girl, it's really giving extra. Read all about it. Like it's giving supporting actress. It's giving best friend. It's giving very Gretchen Wieners at this point. So, and she is definitely not needed on this show. Like, we need to go ahead and get her out of here because she's supposed to, I guess, be there to make sure that Krishan didn't fight anybody. But since Krishan's fighting everybody, it's kind of like, girl, what you here for? Well, she only fought one person, but she done fought it like 1,500 times. So, long story short, this scene was way more drawn out than it needed to be. Krishan eventually ended up speaking, and we find out that her voice is gone. So that's why she wasn't really talking. So all of that BS her friend was saying about, oh, she don't want to talk, so I'm talking for her. She don't like you, so I'm talking for her. Yeah, apparently Krishan just wasn't speaking because she didn't have a voice. So, yeah, thanks, bestie. But yeah, so they end up working it out, coming to an agreement. We ain't got no beef. They squash it. At this point, Natalie comes in and her and Krishan start to get into it. And I guess that's when we start to see like the underlying disdain Krishan has for Natalie. Natalie's trying to, Krishan, what's going on? Why are you going at everybody? We're here for you. We love you. And Krishan like, bitches is jealous. You're jealous of me. Like y'all is jealous of me. And while Natalie was like, nobody's jealous of you. Nobody in this house is jealous of you. She was trying to generalize it to the entire cast. We know that, like, Krishan was not directing that to the other girls in that house. Krishan was directing that to Natalie. Like, Natalie, she was talking about you. She was talking about you being jealous of her, and you are jealous of her. You're jealous of her because she got her show. You're jealous of her because she stays in the blogs. You're jealous of her because she stays on TMZ. You are a little, it is giving a little jealousy. I don't know the behind the scenes of what happened when Krishan got her show, but I remember when Krishan first got her show, there were shots being thrown between her and Natalie at that time. So I'm not sure if Natalie had some pushback when it came to Krishan getting her own show, or what was the scenario with that. But that's not my business. Whatever. I digress. So as they're all sitting down, now we're all in the living room. They're all in the living room, sitting on the couch that Krishan beat Lo up on, and then got snuck on. This just seems to be the smackdown room of this house. So all the girls come in and they're all having a lemon squeeze, and we get to Stunner Girl and Rolly. They work theirs out. Then it was supposed to be Biggie and Stunner Girl working theirs out. But Stunner Girl really was not giving Biggie the same respect that she gave Rolly Like, when it came to Rolly and Stunner Girl was willing to reach a resolution, but when it came to Biggie, it was just kind of giving like, girl, like whatever kind of energy. And I feel her on that. Like, no shade, I don't like Stunner Girl. I'm gonna be real with you. I don't like Stunner Girl, and y'all all know why. Like, I think she's very good on this show. However, she's a character, an entertaining character on this show. However, girl, I will never like Stunner Girl. I will never like Stunner Girl. Nothing can ever make me like a person that did some stuff like that tortured another human being. I'm sorry, baby. It's just a rap. But on this show, I do see that Stunner Girl kind of respects people who about what they say they about. Like she was paying Biggie no mind, laughing in her face and everything. So after nothing got resolved, Natalie's like, whatever, we gotta leave. So she cuts it all short. Whatever, we gotta leave. Now you got Biggie in the kitchen crying to Rolly. I think it was like Rolly, Cat, and Krishan. She just in there bawling tears, talking about, oh, let me hit her. I just want to hit her. Let me hit her, bro. Let me hit her, bro. Let me hit her. And I'm just sitting here like, girl, shut up. Like, she's sitting here making this big plea about how pretty girls mess with her and pretty bitches love her in real life. And I guess she mad because Stunner's paying her dust and Stunner's a pretty girl. So, like I said, fat friend energy. So, now you got this big baby D looking. Like, girl, if you don't sit down crying like this, like you in here looking like a fool in here crying because you want to hit somebody. If you wanted to hit her, you was just in the living room with her and you had nothing between y'all but space and opportunity. Security wasn't even between y'all. You could have ran up at any point in time. I am so tired of it. That's the final time that Biggie had her opportunity to run up on Stunner Girl during the lemon squeeze. And she was playing in her face. Like, Stunner Girl was laughing in her face, recapping all the moments where she was on the bus and she told her to shut the F up. Like, she was over there like, yeah, you said this, that, and the third, and I told you to shut the F up. Her and Krishan just bust out laughing right in Biggie's face. And Biggie still trying to talk and get a point out. Girl, I would have ran up and busted on the girl did it. Like, you had all the opportunity. You just don't want to. You're not about what you say you about, Biggie. You're not about that life. And she's pulled your card at this point. You keep saying you're going to do something to somebody and you don't do it. Eventually, they just going to stop respecting the fact that you might or might not do something to them, because at the end of the day, whether you can or can't, you ain't going to do it. And you ain't did it yet. You too big to be selling wolf tickets, Biggie. You sitting over here, built up like the Michelin Man, looking like an oversized Honey Boo Boo, and you hopping around in the background as Tommy and Rolly do what you were supposed to do on that Sprinter van. Now, I'm going to leave her alone because I feel like I done wore Biggie out through this episode, but you just keep making yourself, like, at least if you're not going to be what you say you are, or you're not going to be about that action like you say you is, at least don't be loud. She going to be the loudest one in the cast. She louder than Rolly at the door, yelling for the security to move so she can get the Stunner Girl. You louder than Rolly. On the van, you was the loudest one. When Tommy showed up, you was the loudest one. But then, every time it's time to fight, every time everybody throwing hands, you disappear. At least have the common decency to shut the fuck up. At least have the common decency to shut the fuck up if you not gonna do shit. But that's all I got. I ain't got no more. That was the end. It ended in the kitchen. Apparently on the next episode, Razor's gonna beat the crap out of Scotland, and I'm here for it because I don't like Scotty either. She just gives nothing to the show. She brings nothing to the brand. It's like watching paint dry looking at this girl. So yeah, I'm just anxious to see how she is when she gets active, if she's interesting. If not, I did not watch the original Baddies that she was on. So this will be my first time, I guess, seeing her fight because I'm not going back to watch the original Baddies. Girl, I ain't got that kind of time. So, yeah, like I said, that's all I got. I don't got no more. I will see y'all in the next video. And make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. Subscribe, and hit that like button. Bye.